CNN wants to crack down on more misinformation campaigns and thinks people should be held accountable for saying wrong things? Interesting. Let's get into it on the Derek O'Shea Show. Welcome to the Derek O'Shea Show, where we discuss culture, news, politics, and more. Sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to tell your friends and family about the revolution. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Derek O'Shea Show. If you want to call in or ask me any kind of questions about anything, you can call in or text 720-727-7572. That's 720-727-7572. If you want to support my show, I'd really appreciate it. You can go to buymeacoffee.com, buymeacoffee.com/Derek O'Shea Show, all one word, Derek O'Shea Show, all one word. Let's get into this silly clip, shall we?
Well, Facebook always says, well, we walk a line between, letting people, the free and fair flow of information. There are ways to do that. We figured out ways to do that, and most people in legacy media, not everybody in legacy media, because there are people.
Yeah, there are ways to do that, right? Wuhan lab leak. Those people should get rid of their channels. Questioning any kind of vaccine, questioning science in any kind of way, top-down science, the science. Questioning those people in any kind of way. Those people should be getting rid of. We've figured out a way. All we have to do is listen to, not the CDC, because sometimes we report them. We figure out ways. If you just listen to Fauci, that's okay to do. Because remember when Fauci said those things about masks and then changed his mind, and then said weird things about AIDS and changed his mind, and it was like airborne. You're allowed to mess up as much as you want, as long as you're in the legacy, right? The legacy, the chosen ones, the people in the media. Right, Don Lemon? Let's keep listening.
Letting people, the free and fair flow of information. There are ways to do that. We figured out ways to do that, and most people.
The free and fair way of flow information. It should just be free, shouldn't it? I'm sorry. Am I the crazy person that I think that information should be free and flowing, not fair and demonetized and censored and stuff like that? Is that an insane idea? It seems like it is, because I'm getting more and more comments of people telling me that I'm an idiot for suggesting such things. I get some people that are clapping that, and then some people are saying, wow, what an idiot. I'm the idiot? Really? Censoring people, questioning things is a good thing? That's a good thing. Sure, it's a good thing. Because what does that lead to? Progression in science? No. Does it lead to things like China? Yeah. Let's keep listening to Don Lemon and his nice little new sweater that we're going to comment on at the end.
In legacy media, not everybody in legacy media, because there are people and propaganda networks in legacy media that spread BS and don't face enough.
Wait. Listen to this.
Spread BS and don't face enough consequences.
There are people in legacy media.
Yes. And don't face enough.
That spread BS and don't face enough consequences, according to Don Lemon. I can't think of any network that spreads, as Don Lemon says, BS and doesn't face any sort of consequence. I literally cannot think of a single network that comes to my mind. Can you? Can you fill in the sentence for me? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. What network do you think of when you think of spreading BS and doesn't face any such consequences? Do 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 do. I can't think of anything. Let me know if you can think of anything. Comment below. Text me. Call me. I don't care. I'm just struggling with this one. Let's keep listening to Don Lemon's critique on censorship.
And propaganda networks and legacy media that spread BS and don't face enough consequences. But I do think that social media, just like any other media company, especially legacy media and traditional media, they should face some sort of consequences, and they should be regulated. That's it.
Regulated in a sense where they should be allowed to have as much freedom as possible? Nah. We want more censorship. Yay!
And at the very least, what you put on there should be true. And if it's not true, then it should be actionable.
Don Lemon, thanks for getting up for us. It's all.
Don, thanks for coming out and saying you love censorship and that we should crack down on these people, especially people on Facebook, like your grandma. I'm sick of her spreading that misinformation. Someone needs to do something about her. She needs to be locked up or something, or taken on Facebook because she's spreading misinformation. She's a dangerous 98-year-old who's losing their mind. She needs to be locked in. Do something about her. She's spreading misinformation. And your uncle. Oh my gosh, if he doesn't shut up about InfoWars, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind. Also, CNN, other news agencies that accidentally get something wrong and have to change and do a little fact check and stuff like that. We need to hold those people to the higher accountable, right? Right, Don Lemon? Oh, you're not talking about yourself. You're not talking about Fox News. You're not talking about these main sources. You're talking about the independent people like myself who are look up information and come to a conclusion that's different than yours. Oh no, different. I don't have a bias like you do. I'm not paid to tell things. No one's at Pfizer is giving me millions and millions of dollars to promote anything or do vax songs. Oh, those people need to be censored. We need to shut those people up, because when those people have their own voice and own opinion, they can make more and better logical arguments that make us look stupid. And then people will be like, wait, why do I watch these channels when all they do is tell me dumb things or tell me things that aren't true? Or when they mess up, they don't even recognize it or make a big deal about it. They just go on to the next. They do a little, fact check story 10 years later, and then they just go, well, we rewrote the titles, so it's fair game now. Don't hold us to the same standard we hold, independent creators like yourself that get demonetized or taken off channels. Don't hold us to that same standard, please, God, because we are the gatekeepers of information. And it's important to have gatekeepers of information, because then the people like you will get information and then you'll come up to a conclusion that might be different than us. And that's a huge problem. I can't think of any time in history that gatekeeping information did anything good. Can you? Did that progress science in any kind of capacity? Did that progress civilization in any kind of capacity? Did that harness and create wars? I don't know. I can't think of anything. Let's keep listening. This is right after he just dropped that bomb about legacy media. This is what I hate about the news so much. Ready?
Thanks for getting up for it. It's always great.
Also for wearing this sweater. I love his
Your
sweater.
sweater. Oh my God.
Is that what it is?
Take your word for it.
Oh,
You should wear more sweaters.
I should wear more periwinkle. I know.
Wear more
periwinkle. All right,
It's a
Don.
beautiful day in the neighborhood.
We'll see you later.
We're having
You can watch
fun.
Don Lemon tonight in all colors at 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
All colors. Blah, blah, blah. I'm CNN. We take our job very seriously. And that comment that Don Lemon just said, we're going to talk about sweatshirts right after the word. Is there anything in real life about legacy media? Are any of these kind of conversations real life? The reason they hate you and me is because we have actual conversations and we don't do 30-second clips. We just don't. I can't do it. It's disgusting. I hate it so much when I watch the news and they do little bomb drops and then they're like, what are your reaction on this? And then they just go on to the next subject like it wasn't a big deal to talk about that thing. It makes absolutely no sense. I don't understand legacy media in general, but especially I understand their gripe against people like me is because they takes away from their viewership. If I get more subscribers, that means there's less people watching their crap. Always know that there's a motive in a lot of things, and you should question. Not saying that there's a conspiracy in everything, but if you're not asking why this is happening or why all of a sudden there's this huge push for this kind of stuff, then you're not playing in 3D chess. You're playing in 2D, and you're just taking it as, I don't know, as B. You're just like, oh, okay, I guess this is true. I guess, yeah, misinformation is bad, right? Because if you think a wrong thing, you could come up to a wrong conclusion, and then you could live that way forever. That is the gamble with freedom, though. That's what's so important. Because then you have other people that can experience the same things and then call out your friends and be like, hey, actually, it's not true, and here's this information. And your friends could be like, no, dude, I've already deep dive bombed, and I can come up to a different conclusion, and then you guys can have a conversation. But we're not encouraging that anymore. We're just drawing lines, and we're just creating lines and not allowing conversation anymore because we don't want to. Andrew Yang came out and said that he created a third party. He wanted to get out of the Democrats, because he can't win in the Democrat Party. Let's just be real. But also, he's like, I feel like I can't even have conversations with people anymore. You're not allowed to talk about things. There are certain taboo issues that you're not allowed to talk about anymore because they're seen as misinformation, and it's dangerous of some kind. These people crave to be told how to live. They crave to be told what to say and how to say it. And it's totally different than you and me. You and me look at the world and we want a multicultural thought. We want a diversity of opinion. We crave that. We desire that because we want to grow. What if we're wrong on some things? I am not holding my ideas as biblical truth that can't be questioned. This is not who I am. And I don't think it's who you are because you listen to me. You want to look at the facts and you want to come up to a conclusion that's based on the facts. And if you're wrong, it's okay to be wrong because guess what? It's a good thing to be wrong because then that means you get to learn. Imagine that. We're creating a society of people that don't want to learn anymore, that just want the facts, that are scared of information, that are scared of actually looking up information. I don't have time for it. I have a job. I have my social media. I have all these things. Don't make me actually read articles and come up with conclusion. Just tell me what to think. Give me the headlines. That's why headlines are so important. That's why their headlines in media are so misleading, because they'll put something in the headline that has nothing to do with what's in the article because they know you're not reading the article. They know it. And they know it, and they do it anyways, and they do it in front of your face, and they do these little retractions and these little glitches where they change what they said before because they know you're not even reading. And that's why they're so worried about this misinformation campaign, because a lot of people in this misinformation campaign are actually reading articles, and they're calling out the BS when they see it, like myself. Oops. What are your thoughts on this, guys? What are your thoughts on, of all networks, CNN's Don Lemon coming out and saying these things? I'm not saying they're misinformation. I'm not. I would never say that. Okay? I'm just saying it's just this weird push right now for more lockdown on thought. And it's just weird. I mean, we're at the point where people are talking about national divorce. At what point should we consider it? I mean, we have people that think literally two different realities. Why not have a different country? I don't understand why that's such a crazy point of view. Why do we have to? It's like both, one side especially is like, if you don't agree to these things, you're gonna kneel, submit, you're gonna lose your job, we're gonna crush you if you don't believe what we believe. And the other view is like, I don't agree with you, but I don't care about, and you're actually kind of a jerk, and I'm tired of your crap, but I'm okay with different thoughts. Like, you have those two things going, and it doesn't work. So, I don't know. What are your thoughts below? Let me know your thoughts. I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious on your thoughts. Because I care about you. Unlike, legacy media, they don't care about your opinion. They don't care about your thoughts. They don't want you to have thoughts. They just want you to listen to them and come to them as the great American orators they are. Have a great day. I'll see you on the next episode of The Derek O'Shea Show. Got another one coming out real soon. Goodbye.